Now to our other big headline of the day, new developments in the EB5 scandal that rocked the Northeast Kingdom some 3 years ago. Ariel Quiros, Bill Stanger, and William Kelly have all been indicted on criminal charges related to conspiracy to commit fraud, wire fraud, and making false statements.
Yeah, we have team coverage tonight from Local 22's Haley Boulay and Spencer Conlon. But first, let's recap this case. You'll remember back in April 2016, the SEC announced civil fraudulent charges against the owner and manager of Jay Peak Resort, Ariel Quiros and Bill Stanger. Now, in a Ponzi-like scheme, the two were accused of misusing more than $200 million in foreign investor funds collected through the EB5 program. $50 million of that was used by Quiros for various luxury items and purchasing Burke Mountain. Both men have settled the civil case, but now the government is going after the conspirators with criminal charges. We start now with Local 22's Haley Boulay, who was in court as the three were arraigned. She joins us now live in the newsroom. Haley?
Lauren and Glenn, good evening to you. All three men walked into federal court under their own will, but were handcuffed as they entered the courtroom. Cameras were not allowed inside, but Quiros and Stanger's attorney, that is, gave statements outside of the courtroom. Few words were said as William Kelly, Ariel Quiros, and Bill Stanger entered federal court in Burlington Wednesday morning.
How are you doing today, Bill? I'm fine.
The three are facing serious charges of conspiracy to commit fraud, wire fraud, and making false statements in their involvement with defrauding the EB5 program. All three pleaded not guilty in court. Quiros' lawyer, Seth Levine, denies the claim, saying these charges should never have been brought to court.
The full story has not been told by the government. We look forward to the truth coming out, and we look forward to Mr. Quiros' vindication.
Attorney Brooks MacArthur is representing Stanger. He believes his client never committed a crime.
Bill Stanger has lived in the Northeast Kingdom for 35 years. He has dedicated his life to the improvement of Vermont and the Northeast Kingdom. There is, in the strongest possible way we can say it, a denial that he engaged in any criminal activity at all.
MacArthur says Stanger is looking forward to telling his side of the story in court.
He wanted to bring jobs, he wanted to bring economic vitality, and there is simply zero evidence that he benefited in any way from engaging in the allegations that the U.S. government has put forth.
Saying his life mission was to help the people of the Northeast Kingdom. Now, the fourth defendant named in this case, Alex Choi, was not arraigned today and remains at large. One of the communities hardest hit by this particular scandal was Newport, and that's where we find Local 22's Spencer Conlon.
Taking a walk through downtown Newport, you'll come across this, an empty block just off Main Street. It's where Ariel Quiros and Bill Stanger promised to build a multi-use complex. Instead, the community was left with a giant hole in the ground.
We were duped like everybody else.
In addition to the development on Main Street, Quiros and Stanger were in talks to bring an ANC biofacility to the city. Prosecutors say the project would have been funded by $85 million of defrauded EB5 investor money.
I'll be honest, when things started dragging on, then I kind of deep down became suspicious, but in a way I didn't become suspicious because the state hadn't picked up on anything yet.
Newport Mayor Paul Manette recalled the countless meetings he had with the pair. He says he had known Stanger for years.
And I was in many meetings with him. I was actually in meetings with Bill and state officials, and it was all like, we basically were sold a bad bill of goods. That's what happened.
The mayor and a couple of dozen members of the community watched Wednesday as U.S. Attorney for Vermont Christina Nolan summarized the indictments.
It's so important that Vermonters know that when a big fraud happens in a small state, we are going to seek criminal accountability.
As for the undeveloped land on Main Street, its future is out of the city's hands. It's currently owned by Michael Goldberg, who also owns Jay Peak Resort.
The optimistic viewpoint, it gets redeveloped into a nice new building complex. There have been some conversations about what we would like to see there, but I can't go into it.
Christina Nolan says this is only the beginning of a very long story in which she hopes brings some closure to the community of Newport and others impacted by this massive scandal. In Newport, Spencer Conlon, Local 22 News.
Spencer Haley, thank you for reporting on this other big story that we have been following for some time now.